Hello and welcome to yet another video, and in this video it's going to be a little bit of a different video because despite talking a lot in the past about cheap gear like cheap DSLRs, cheap mirrorless cameras, cheap lenses that still produce really great results, I rarely talked about cheap kit lenses. And in today's video I'll be talking about kit lenses actually, simply because I do carry them along with me like to my professional shoots and have used kit lenses in my professional shoots before. And despite the stigma they get for being the lenses that you should skip right away, being the lenses that produce really cheap quality images and also feels very cheap, they still have their own advantages, especially if you know to work around their limitations. So in this video I'll be covering the advantages points, well, that I think they're advantages points, and hopefully it'll actually help you to get better opinion on the kit lenses as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So kit lenses, despite having such bad stigmas on how bad they are, how bad of the image quality they actually produce, how cheap they feel, in my opinion they still produce really nice results if you know the limitations and if you know your way around the limitations. And in this video I'll just be sharing with you my opinions on what I think about them and overall why I still recommend them in certain scenarios. And of course there are disadvantages to using kit lenses, but in this video I'm just going to be focusing on just the advantages, or the pros in this case. So yeah, the first point is the focal range. So the kit lenses, they have the standard kind of zoom focal range. So whether it's 16 to 50, the 18 to 55, the 24 to 105, the 28 to 70, and many more focal range, they all have standard range of zoom. So it starts from like semi-wide to semi-telephoto, which of course it's not such a super zoom kind of environment or situations, but it still allows you to have that flexibility and being versatile from like capturing all the main general disciplinary of photography and still get very decent image quality out of it. And being just within the standard realm of focal range or focal lengths, it does actually allow you to actually be a bit more creative as well. So if a certain scenario is too far away, it actually allows you to think of how to actually photograph the subject in a different way and just work with the limitations as well. So yeah, it does not only train you, but it does offer a certain amount of versatility with being in such a small package, which is the second point, is its size and weight. Usually kit lenses are very cheaply built, but that also means they're very light and they're very portable as well. So usually, as some of you know, I do bring along my R5 with a 28 to 70 f2, which is this beast here. I cannot leave home without this camera. But of course, all with the other main camera gear like the R6 with the 85 1.2, 50 1.2, 15 to 35 f2.8 and 70 to 200 f2.8. It only leaves rooms for like other gear, just very tiny amount of room in my bag left. And cameras like the A7 IV with such a tiny 24 to 105 lens would fit in there quite nicely, or even the A7C with the 28 to 70 millimeter lens. And this lens, despite being very small and very light, it also has weather sealing. For under 70 euros you can get this lens secondhand, and if you don't mind not having a mint condition copy, you can even get it for under 50 euros, this lens. And it's nice to have such a nice lens, decently sharp, decently contrast controlled, and yeah, weather sealed for under 50 euros. Because I also got it secondhand, the actual kit lens. Yeah, so it's also quite nice to have that lightweight yet very versatile lens in the bag. And then to another point, which is the performance. So yes, they're not the sharpest lens in the world, but if used properly or if you know through which medium you're actually going to be posting your results or your photos or videos on, it can be just more than sharp enough lens to just use. And if you know that certain kit lenses that you're using performs kind of below average, has more color fringing than usual, has more vignetting than usual, you can actually fix that up a lot actually quite nicely in Lightroom nowadays, or in other third-party editing software as well, and it doesn't take that long. And also, if you're just posting on Instagram, those flaws will definitely not show up as, you know, like a magnifying glass, don't worry. But of course, if you're printing like A1 size, then, you know, you might have to do a bit of post-processing, but in terms of performance, they still can perform quite nicely. And if you're using, let's say, older DSLRs, using kit lenses might actually be beneficial as well, because kit lenses for crop censored are made for crop censored. Therefore, if you compare to some L lenses, for example, or some professional quality glass, especially made for full frame, the crop censored lens can also outperform in terms of the sharpness and also in terms of the contrast control, simply because it's on a crop frame, and if I put the 24-70 on a crop frame, what a crop sensor will just do is magnify that kind of middle proportion of the glass and just emphasize a lot of its flaws. So yeah, that's also quite nice to have a really nice performant lens as well. And of course, with kit lenses, there are different grades of kit lenses. So for example, this 24-105 is a kit lens, but obviously I know that it outperforms something like the 28-70 millimeter lens. But yeah, just choose the different class nicely depending on which system you use, because on Canon side there is also the 24-105. Actually, Canon was the one who started the 24-105 as a kit lens, and then it became like a trend for Sony and Nikon to follow with a similar focal range after. So yeah, there is that. And then obviously to the next point, being kit lenses, they are also very cheap. So if they break, you can actually easily replace them, because a lot of people do just still get rid of kit lenses right away. They buy it with a kit lens because the camera then would be actually cheaper with a kit lens, and then selling off the kit lens means that the overall package would also just be cheaper. And because people tend to get rid of kit lenses right away, there are a lot of kit lenses floating around both in the brand new and the secondhand market for a very, very low price. And again, if you don't mind not having the mint quality kit lenses, then you can also get it for a much, much cheaper price, and you still will have all the benefits of the versatility, the performance, and yeah, just the size of the whole package being very small. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of a bit of a weird video to make, but in the same time, I hope you actually will appreciate your kit lenses a little bit more and will take them out to shoot a bit more, because I did use kit lenses in several of my videos to do photo shoots, to actually do the budget photography as well, and they all produce really great results. And I don't think your first impression would be like, oh no, that lens is so soft, or no, that lens produced a lot of chromatic aberration. But it's really just the end results that counts. If the lens still can produce that, then that's what really matters, you know. And kit lenses will still be able to produce amazing quality results that, you know, you wouldn't really think about in most cases, because of how we often overlook or just kind of look down onto the kit lenses. But give them a go, and it can be a really nice and lightweight kind of solution to bring along with your other main gear. Or if you just want to go out with friends, or if you just want to go out to have a walk around and just have a camera on you, then a kit lens is just a nice and lightweight to just be your extension of your vision when you're going out to do some simple street shooting or just taking a walk with your camera. So yeah, I hope this video does help somewhat. If you need a free photography guidebook, it's absolutely for free on my website. Just click the link down in the description section below. It's absolutely for free, and also I have some online video courses on there as well on my website, and some free online courses will be available soon. And yeah, if you have anything to share, any suggestions, any story to share, feel free to actually just share it down in the comment section below. If you're using kit lenses, also please let me know, because lately I've been getting a lot of bad comments on kit lenses while I'm still using kit lenses. So yeah, feel free to share your story as well. Otherwise, I thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun shooting. Till next time, bye for now.